Welcome to GLHF, the world's first podcast in video games. Go, go, soccer, football time. Yes, World Cup.
Woo!
2026.
We are 26. We are 26.
Yes.
Isn't that right? Who is your go-to World Cup team? Have you picked one?
I like,
Countries, remember, countries. I think it's all countries.
Does the Netherlands have a team?
Well, everyone has a team. It's just a matter of if they
It's just
qualify.
a matter of if they're relevant.
Right. The last 3 or 4 years has been spent playing qualifying matches, and then every 4 years they do the big World Cup.
Okay.
Yes, the Netherlands are in at the moment. So
Okay.
The Netherlands is yours?
Sure. I've been feeling a connection to the Netherlands lately. It seems like a beautiful place that I've never been to.
I feel like that's the type of thing that like a really old person says in a movie, and then in the next scene they die. You know, they're like, I've just been feeling a connection to the Netherlands, and then they are dead. That's like their way of saying like it's time to move on, you know?
And they never got to go. Maybe.
Well, but maybe the Netherlands is where they went, you know?
Right. Because
that's the connection. I mean, it was the afterlife.
Because maybe it's heaven. It's heaven on earth. That's kind of what it seems.
Endless happiness.
It seems like a beautiful place. I mean, because I went to that theme park in Japan that was all like Dutch themed.
They had a Dutch theme. Did you talk about this?
Well, I vlogged about it. I did a members vlog about it. But
right.
I don't think I talked about it on the podcast. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Well, I think I actually am, funnily enough. I just didn't see it, I guess.
Yeah, you definitely are.
Yeah. Well, that's cute. It's like Frozen Land from Disney World in Epcot.
Yeah, it was funny. Oh, gosh, I don't know.
I think that's like
Frozen
Norwegian or like Sweden.
It's one of them. I guess it's got to be somewhere with a lot of snow, right? You would think.
Frozen? Yeah. Almost certainly. That's high likelihood.
But anyway, yeah, they have, they're known for like flower fields, I think. Because I posted some pictures in a tulip field here in Oregon, and people were like, oh, did you go to the Netherlands? Like, no, but.
Really? That was that good that it tricked people? Wow.
I guess so. And windmills. Big on windmills.
That's awesome.
Shout out.
I think it's cool. I know we've talked about this before, but I'm just going to revisit it quickly. I love when
that could be the title of the podcast,
places,
so that's fine.
Yeah, true. I love when different places make places in their place that are from another place. You know what I mean? Like a recreation of another place. Like how Disney World has a New Orleans quarter. That's fun. And I feel like I need a list of those types of places. I want to go to them. Yeah,
well, isn't the thing like a lot of Disney World, like just in general, is based on New Orleans, like the way that the buildings look and stuff? I think I've heard somebody say that.
I bet like a good amount of it is because Walt Disney really liked New Orleans. Like he was going to build it here originally, but then the people who were going to sell him the land, that's what he ended up doing anyway.
I guess so, yeah.
But they learned that he was Walt Disney. He was trying to trick people. He was trying to buy the land without telling them who he was, so they'd sell it to him cheap. But then the people in New Orleans, I assume, was like, oh, this is Walt Disney, jack up the price. Whereas the people in Florida didn't know and just sold it to him. So he decided to just bring New Orleans to Disney World instead of the other way around.
Yeah. I mean, there's some pretty buildings there. It makes sense as a inspiration.
Here, what's the oldest building in Disney World?
Ooh.
I don't know I don't need to think about this right now. You turned off the music in this, but my music is still going.
Yeah, so you'll have to give us a play-by-play because when we joined the room, there's extremely loud, like just maxed out volume radio playing that seems to be, is it just like covers of songs?
It's a whole mix. It's just kind of like general house, like vibey, progressive house pop music.
Yeah.
All the time. And it just goes and goes and goes. So to get us in the World Cup spirit. I don't know if anyone can tell, but we are in the World Cup right now.
Welcome. I'll zoom out briefly so that you can see that we are standing next to a soccer field.
Yes, we are attending the World Cup. And we're very excited.
Nobody's here yet. We're so excited we're here before, like, there's only 15 people even in the stands, and there's nobody on the field.
We're very early. Though I think, funnily enough, I think the first game starts in like an hour.
So,
and I think they're playing it in Miami.
You said, okay,
or like they're playing a bunch of them.
You just went to Miami.
I was just in Miami over the weekend.
What you said before the pod was you learned some things about how the World Cup works. So can you educate me, because I actually am
absolutely
completely stupid. I don't know anything about a sport.
So you know how when someone
games,
says like,
though, because I honestly,
it's so many.
Until this moment, I thought it was one game.
Right, because you think that it's like the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's kind of like the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So it's like the whole playoffs tournament and then the Super Bowl. But it's not just like, most tournaments, it's like you play a team and then whoever wins goes on and whoever loses is out. Mm-hmm. That's not how it works to start. The way that it starts is they divide all teams into groups of 4. And then that group plays everybody in the group. So everyone plays 3 matches against the other 3 teams. And then based on how you do, the top, I think, 32 teams go on. And then those teams play like a normal elimination, 1v1 bracket. And then the final World Cup is whoever's at the end of the bracket.
So it's not that complicated. As in based on like scores or something?
If you win a game, you get 3 points. If you tie a game, you get 1 point. And if you lose, you get 0 points. That's how it works. So you play 3 games and then your score based on that, all those being added up, determines whether you move on or not. And I think it's like the top 32 teams or something, roughly, move on to the actual World Cup like playoff tournament. And then it just is a normal tournament until the winners go to New Jersey and they play against each other. But they play in a lot of cities. So it's like America's hosting, but really just North America's hosting. So there's games in Mexico, there's games in Canada, there's games in the US. And so different cities host different teams depending on, who wins what.
I was going to say,
so Miami is one of the hosting cities.
There's no way they're all happening in Miami.
Right. No. Miami's a hosting city. It's like Miami, LA, San Francisco, Seattle, New York, maybe. I don't know. Just whatever. All those cities.
Breaking news. I've just got a friend request from somebody whose profile picture is an animated GIF of a twerking woman's butt. I just want to shout that out.
They animated it. I will tell you, I just got that exact same friend request. So I don't know. They must be a fan of the pod. Well, is it a yellow butt?
Yeah, it's a yellow butt. I feel a little bit less special now. I thought.
No. You are special. They're just a real person who's a fan of the pod. Yeah, sorry. Both of us.
Dang it.
Well.
I have a quick announcement before we get too far into the pod. I realize, I'm sorry, I keep getting messages about this, that last week's audio version of the episode, I'm sure you don't even know this, Austin, but the audio version was just 1 hour of silence with 5 random sound effects dispersed.
Wait, really?
Because what we do...
whatever the Ethan sound effects was?
Yeah, because usually we remove the Ethan sound effects for the audio version, and I guess when it was exported this time, instead of just muting that track, it was soloed. So it was like one of those YouTube videos that's Ethan. Like 1 hour of silence with random Vine booms.
By the Taco Bell noise. So, well.
And we fixed it within like a few hours. It was like the same day that the podcast went up, but I did get some messages about it. So in case that was you and you're an audio only listener, it is fixed now. Just make sure you like re-download it or whatever, so you can actually hear us talk. Or maybe you just enjoyed the silence. Like I would enjoy putting that on for a long drive maybe, and just like being entertained.
It would scare me so much.
Just max out the volume in your car.
Yes.
And then every time a sound effect plays, you veer off into traffic.
What we should do is at the exact same time, we should both start that YouTube video where it's like 6 hours of silence, occasionally interrupted by the Taco Bell noise. And then it will just happen. We turn it up all the way. And then suddenly we both scream because it goes off at the same time. And we get frightened. Because the anticipation would really be hard.
Yeah, that's the thing is
you couldn't not get scared.
You would definitely get scared. I feel like I would forget that it was on if it went on for long enough, If we just played it in the background and went to a different tab and it had been like an hour, I think I would probably forget that it was open, and then it would be even worse.
Here's a question for you. So 6 o'clock this morning, we got an alert on our phones. Where it goes like the really loud ones that you can't turn off because it's from the government.
Did it wake you up?
Yeah. That sucks. And then I was just up. And I normally get up at 6:30 anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But I was wondering, because they did the alert for this guy. I have to look up and see, but it was like somebody with special needs of some kind who went missing. And so it's like very important that everyone finds him, obviously. So they send out this alert at 6 o'clock. They wake up the entire city of New Orleans. And of course, you see people online complaining like, you woke up the whole city just for one guy, Saving Private Ryan style, right? But I was thinking, yeah, what is like the lowest... Like, where would you draw the line if you were in charge of the world? Tornadoes? Sure. But like at what point is something not a big enough deal that you're like, just send a text? So what if I'll give you a scenario. This is like SimCity. You're the mayor of a big city. I'll give you a scenario and you tell me, are you sending out a mandatory, unable to be blocked, loud noise at 6 a.m.? Okay? Ready? Imminent flood for 10% of the city's population.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. An entire school has polio.
I mean, is that an emergency? As in, like, in the moment? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Or polio has been detected in New Orleans, or whatever city it is. We have polio. Probably not, right?
I would say we could roll that out maybe at noon instead.
Yeah, we could wait a little bit. What about...
Big Dick Mike started following me. I have to shout out the notifications because it's...
We're sending out an alert for that for sure. Big Dick Mike is in the city. Everybody get up. Party time. Wait, I wonder if they would ever do a positive alert for like something sick. Like, hey, free concert from Taylor Swift.
I wish everybody I would get more notifications about like cool events going on in where I am, because I feel like I'm always missing them and hearing about them afterwards.
That would help with probably the male loneliness epidemic too, which would be a big deal. It'd be helpful. Is we could just like let people know.
Yeah. This
mandatory. It's a mandatory.
Is making me realize I have not got alerts like that in many years. And I wonder if it's like, is it just controlled by the city? Like those alerts that you get on iPhones? Because I remember getting those all the time when I lived in Philadelphia, and they would be for like missing children and stuff. And I haven't, now that I think about it, I haven't got one of those since like we moved to Indiana.
I know there are different levels of it, because like there's obviously like the city can text you if you're part of their texting program.
Right, but I mean,
think
like
there's also different
the alerts like you're talking about that come up as like their own thing on the iPhone.
I think there's even different levels of that. Like there's ones where it's mandatory buzzing immediately, and then ones where it's just like it'll just kind of appear and be like a buzz. But I think it's like the federal government, like the FCC, controls when those go out. But that is interesting. Yeah. I wonder who's in charge of that.
The cities must have something to do with it.
Like they send a request maybe, and then the government goes, yeah, you can alert all of these FCC-controlled devices without their consent.
Sorry, I got a frog in my throat today.
Yeah, were you out screaming last night in the streets?
Just honestly, all my shit is fucked up because of allergies.
And the whole shit is fucked.
Honestly.
Have you ever solved allergies? Because I feel like everyone always has solutions and they never work.
I mean, I take the medicines, like I take antihistamines
like
and stuff.
Or whatever. Yeah.
And I'm feeling better than I was like a couple weeks ago, because I think you have to take them consistently for a little while for it to actually work. I've been thinking, because allergies are so bad here, of doing the allergy shots. But it's like such an extreme commitment. You have to like get shots once a week for like years.
Years?
It takes
years. Wait, does it fix them forever though?
Supposedly, yeah. But it's like the whole process is supposed to take like 5 years, I think. And I think the frequency goes down over time, but it's like very consistently you have to be going and getting shots. It's at least weekly for some period of time, which is just crazy.
Well, and then by the time they go away, it's kind of like you're going to be wondering if it just naturally just stopped or if the shots actually did anything. But I assume they have research to back it up.
I believe that they do something. And it probably would help me because I get it really bad. But, you know, I don't think I'm ready for that level of commitment with my doctor. I'm not sure.
Yeah, every week.
I'm thinking about it.
That's a lot. It's a big commitment, even for a big benefit.
So
you ever look into these peptides?
No, I've heard a little bit about them. I know some people believe there's just a peptide for everything, it sounds like.
That's what it seems like. And that's an injection, right?
Yeah, don't they even call it like body hacking?
Oh yeah, of course. They always have to come up with some name so they don't have to admit that they're secretly just wellness girlies. They want to feel like cool, like Silicon Valley men.
Exactly.
So they always call it funny, like biohacking. It's just
or like
nootropics.
Men's beauty is just looks maxing.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. We got to have special names.
They couldn't call it beauty procedures or like beauty products.
If you feel effeminate, the looks maxing falls apart.
Yeah.
They should though, because he's beautiful, isn't he? Wouldn't you say? He got a nose job?
Who?
Clav?
Oh, I need to look this person up. Clavicular. I keep hearing this name. Yeah. I don't know anything about this man.
You got to be on that. And also, game.
Is it like clavicular, like clavicle, like your chest bones?
I don't know where the name comes from, honestly. But that is his name.
Is he like into clavicles?
Good question.
Because if anything, that is a feminine thing.
I think he's into everything. He's into all of it.
Oh my God, he's 20 years old.
Oh yeah, and he looks like he's 28, probably. Looks a lot, which maybe is the goal.
He's just like a Chad. What's his deal?
He's more than it's funny because, okay, I just want to be clear. I'm not like defending clavicular or looks maxing or anything like that, but it is interesting. He's not like a Chad. He's kind of a dork. And his views are sometimes a little hard to predict. Like he's very masculine, but I would say his vibe is not at all like manosphere vibes. Okay. I think he's like a very different thing than sort of like your Andrew Tate's. I think he'd probably think Andrew Tate is a joke because Andrew Tate's bald, and he says, Clav would say that if you don't have hair, you might as well kill yourself because you can't look good without hair. I know he's got a lot of opinions.
I just want to say real quick that it's really funny that when you Google clavicular and you go to images, it's like 80% medical diagrams of the clavicle and then like a few pictures of him.
Hot guy. Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting. He's an interesting. I don't know if I'd say he's an interesting guy because he's like extremely uninteresting. Like if you ever listen to him talk,
can a 20-year-old white boy be interesting? There's a question.
That's a fair point. that is a fair point because maybe he's actually not that much less interesting than your average 20-year-old.
Yeah,
that might be true. But he does come across as pretty dense, I would say. But he's not brain maxing; he's looks maxing. So, it is what it is. But yeah, look him up for sure.
Yeah,
you definitely
should. Claimed to be brain maxing.
No.
Yeah, I gotta look him up.
If you were,
I gotta be
probably
informed.
Jester.
Because I know about all the freaks on the internet. So I gotta know about this guy.
He's worth knowing about for sure. You could probably learn everything you needed to know from like one long form interview with him, and you'll be like, "Oh, okay, I get this. I understand."
Sit through a whole long form interview, huh?
Yeah, 1 hour of him droning on about, the distance between your nose and your forehead or whatever.
Yeah, these guys.
But there are some vaguely interesting things about him, is what I would say. Truly. They got it all mapped out.
Proportions.
Yeah. They have serious rules about what everyone looks like.
It's honestly sad. Like, the more you think about it, the more it's just, like, depressing. Because they obviously just are, like, have body image issues, which is not fun to deal with.
There's some body dysmorphia happening for sure. And, like, a lack of sense of belonging that they're trying to cover up would be my assumption. But which we all have to some extent.
But what is...
Yeah, he's a human being. He's doing his best, I suppose.
What is kind of comical about it is the manification of it, like you're saying. Like the fact that they have to make up all these goofy new vocabulary to describe what they're talking about, and it does just end up sounding kind of funny. Right, well, because if he didn't
do that, he would get made fun of by other men. If he said, I'm going to go put makeup on and beautify myself, they'd be like, you fucking loser. But because he came up with these new words like bone smashing, he's cool. Ooh. He's a cool guy.
That does sound cool.
Bone smashing to get your, exactly. See, we actually need to make all language sound like a He-Man commercial from 1996 is really what we need to be doing.
We're both looking up at the sky right now. Are we seeing a UFO?
Oh, are we?
We both looked up at the sky at the same time. Anyway, sorry I keep referencing things in the game for the audio listeners. You're trying to drive your car. I don't think there's that many
of those people.
There's a few, based on the messages I was getting.
Yeah, a few is what I'm saying. You got a message from every single one of them. That's the total. It was 8 or whatever.
At least 3. There's at least 3 of them.
3. There's 3 of them.
You asked me about peptides. Are you interested in any peptides? Would you take a peptide for something?
I'm not sure what. I definitely would be the type of person who would get tricked into taking a peptide. I'm always like on the lookout for some stupid bullshit to ingest.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would ever cross the line of injecting. I think I'm more of a, like if you bottle something in a little container and make it a cool color and say it'll make me like calm and focused, I'll drink it no matter what it is. But injecting, I don't know.
All of your
do that.
Malicious stalkers are violently taking notes right now.
Oh yes, they're gonna start walking up to me.
You're gonna get
drink
packages.
This, it'll make you calm and focused. Don't mind if I do.
You're literally
make me calm,
like
probably.
You're exactly like Alice in Wonderland, just like drinking stuff that's labeled "Drink Me." She's like, okay. When's the last time you watched that? You know what I'm about to say. A long time. The cartoon.
Yeah, like the film that is widely regarded as a classic.
When I was a kid.
We tried to watch it like 6 months ago. It sucks. It is not.
I thought you were just going to say it's weird.
Exciting at all.
It just sucks.
No, it's boring. It's like really boring. I thought I thought it was absolutely garbage. It was just like one of those movies that's a bunch of scenes, and you're like, okay, whatever.
I mean, I think that's the point, right? Because it's supposed to just be kind of surreal.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, it was a really early cartoon, right? So, there was an era of cartoons that were kind of just like, people were amazed enough at the medium of cartoons and like them being in color that they just like, like Fantasia is just like, look, it's a cool cartoon. Like that's the whole point of it, there's no and that's fair. Plot.
I was thinking about, it is crazy when you like trace how media's evolved. You can kind of understand why certain things which feel pretty quaint now were so mind-blowing, like Elvis. Like if you listen to music, like if you only listen to music from 5 years before Elvis for a week, and then you put Elvis on, you would go nuts. You would think it was like the coolest shit ever. So it's all in context. I get it. But I was just surprised at how boring it was.
Similar to the way I was just talking about this on my stream, because I referenced some Lonely Island songs from back in the day, like I'm on a boat. I threw it on the ground. You remember these?
Oh, yeah. Dick in a box.
Yes. And just the fact that, like, when that shit came out, that was so funny because there was nothing else. There was nothing else on the internet, There's nothing else.
It
was the best.
It is very similar to if you watch like Fred videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was so easy to get big on YouTube back in the day, dude.
Leave Britney Alone, like that type of stuff. And it's stuff that if you watch it now, you'll go, I have no idea how anyone could be anything other than like truly, like seriously embarrassed by this. But and
also just there's a million videos like that now. Like you have to just do so much more to stand out in terms of like content quality and originality and stuff. Than before.
Was it? I wonder if it...
Unless you're appealing to toddlers, in which case you just got to make it really loud and bright and you do the same thing, actually. Of dollars.
That's what it was. Is all that stuff was that stuff now, like Badger Mushroom, that's toddler content now.
Yeah.
Which is actually cool because that means our toddlers are getting smarter.
Expand on that.
So we watched that when we were, 15, 10, whatever.
Yeah.
And we were like, this is hilarious. We are only able to understand this because we're 10 or 15 years old. But now toddlers, 2 years old, 3 years old, can enjoy it as much as because we needed to be 15 to enjoy it. They're doing that at 3. So their tastes are actually they're going to be much more highly evolved than ours by the time they're 15, because they're already where we were at 15 at 3.
So at 10 to 15, they're going to be into like multi-layered, like ironic comedy that like takes a lot to understand because they
might even be post-ironic because they might go through their ironic phase at like 6 or 7, There you go.
They're going to be like snooty by the time they're teenagers.
Exactly.
They're going to be like, you imbeciles find this dancing fruit funny?
Yeah, you crazy?
By the way, I keep seeing people post about that there's supposedly a craze right now of AI fruit videos, and I've never seen one.
Oh my
thank God.
My
I haven't
whole
seen a single
TikTok
one.
is sexy strawberries. It's so weird.
So you're seeing
them.
But
I keep watching them.
I'm
watching all of them.
You're seeing them.
It's like, I keep seeing the ones where it's this sexy strawberry lady and this durian man, and she's like, durian, don't poke me with your spikes. And it's like way too, it's really, really, it's really weird. And then it's like, on these TikToks, they're like episodic. So you can click this button to be like, hey, actually, I just want to see all 100 episodes of this now. And it'll just play them. And they're all really bad, but they are like, it's like, anytime a new technology comes in, it's like a thing you've never seen before and it's really weird. It's hard to not look at it.
It's hard to look away.
So
I can imagine.
Yeah, Mr. Durian is all, his spikes are all up on me on my TikTok.
These are the things that I'm missing because I don't look at social media anymore. I don't scroll anymore.
Yeah, I didn't actually know it was a trend. I kind of thought it was just me because the comments weren't.
It's apparently pretty big.
They didn't. All right, well, good. I feel better about it now. I thought I just accidentally put myself in that position.
I would believe it, but
and I wasn't going to tell anyone about it. I was going to give it to myself.
But I do think it's everybody based on. I mean, because all I look at now is blue sky sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I haven't even quite bragged about this on the podcast yet because
do it.
I'm not trying to I was just trying to do it and not talk about it and then fuck up and be an idiot. But I don't have any more social media apps on my phone. I actually even deleted Blue Sky, so I only ever look at that on my computer occasionally. But I don't scroll on my phone anymore at all. I have only the things that I need, like Google Maps and daily stuff that I need on there.
Okay. Give us some motivation.
Scrolling.
How does it matter?
Listen, I'm not going to say that social media is evil. I've said before, I like many things about social media. I enjoy seeing funny stuff on there. I don't think it's all a horrible thing to do. For me personally, I wanted to spend my time doing more other things. There are books I want to read and life I want to live. And so first of all, I think there's no need to shame yourself for it, but if you want to make a personal choice to do other things with your time, then yeah, in that case, for me, it's been a lot better. And I've been a lot more present in my real life, which is what I wanted.
That's pretty good. I actually think I agree with you. Obviously, as a joke, I want to be shameful, but let's not. But I agree that we shouldn't be shameful, but I do think my prediction is that, and this isn't new, I'm not the first one to come up with this, but in 20 years, 30 years, I bet we'll kind of look at first round of social media like smoking or some other slightly bad for you activity that people are addicted to. So I do think there is something inherently bad about it, like drinking, like smoking, which isn't to say you should never, ever do any of these things ever, but it's I don't know that there is a way to use it without some cost to your mental well-being, even if there's some benefit too.
Yeah, and I will
also,
say,
just like,
go ahead, finish.
I was going to say reading books is just like way cooler and better, but also then you don't get to see the fruit porn. So I don't know.
That's the thing. I'm missing out on the memes. I love memes, and I love to be in the loop of the stupid shit that's going on online. And so that's the sacrifice that I've had to make. But I mean, there's a sacrifice either way, right? Because if I'm spending all my time on memes, I'm not aware of other things that I want to be doing instead. But
what do you think would happen? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Just as far as it being like toxic to your brain, the big change that made it like for real toxic for me has just been becoming like a presence on social media instead of just an observer. I think as an observer, it was way less addicting to me when I was just an observer, and it was just like a fun activity to look at stuff, and then I could do other things. Once I like had these accounts, like I had accounts on all the socials that like my followers were following and I was posting on and getting comments on and stuff. That's when you get the addiction that's like, I need to check what people are saying about me all day long. And that was what was toxic to me, is that I should not be reading. Because if I wanted to, I can read literally like hundreds of opinions about me all day, every day. And that is obviously horrible for my mental health. And I need to not be doing that. So that was the switch for me. And I think that obviously there's like different ways that you can use it that are more toxic than others. But that's why ultimately I decided, as much as I love to be in touch with meme culture, it was not worth the rest of the mental anguish that it was causing me.
Yeah. So you didn't have a doom scrolling problem. Yours was more.
I mean, I did sometimes. I'm not going to like deny that I would be on my phone for like longer than I should have. But that wasn't your primary. But I didn't have the same kind of like. I mean, like a couple months ago when I was still on it all the time, or like especially when I was like still on TikTok and posting on TikTok. I was just like, I mean, it's so cliche. It feels stupid that I like fell into the trap that everybody falls into, but it really was like, I would wake up in the morning and immediately like be on social media, reading all my comments, scrolling through everything, like to the point where I actually realized when I would wake up in the morning, like naturally or with my alarm, as soon as like a few seconds after I realized, okay, I'm awake now, I would feel this like dread.
Yes. Yeah.
And it wasn't, but it's an addiction. So it wasn't like I would feel the dread and then decide not to look at it because it makes me sad. It was like, I feel this dread that like, I have to check my phone right now and it is probably going to make me feel bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's how they get you. That's the whole point.
It's horrible. So I'm glad that I don't have that anymore. Now I wake up and I just like enjoy a few moments seeing the sun come in the window and like wake up like a normal person.
That's so much better.
So
it's like way better.
If you're interested, highly recommend trying it out. For me personally, I did have to delete the apps because I was under a delusion for a long time that I didn't have to quit cold turkey and I could just like use some self-restraint and not look at it as much. And that is just not the case. Like I had to accept that I actually had an issue and I actually needed to delete all of it.
Well, and like that, it is designed to not let you do that, so it makes total sense. I don't think there's any shame in that, of being like, oh, I don't have self-control. It's not beyond your self-control. Obviously you can self-control your way to almost anything, but it is like, it's pretty far up there on the ladder of like shit that is designed to not be self-controllable very easily.
Yeah.
So I think, any methods you can come up with. So easy. And it feels so good. I'm glad that I've never had the reading comments problem. I have more of the doom scrolly problem of just like, this is fun and I like doing this. And if I don't check it, I feel like uncomfortable because I don't feel as connected to like whatever's going on.
And it just becomes a reflex. Like once I deleted all the apps, I still found myself for like a while randomly picking up my phone throughout the day as if to do something, and then realizing there was nothing to do on it and being like, oh, never mind.
I told you about how the way that I've gotten around this is I've got the parental controls, so I can't use my phone for anything from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. And Ashlyn's the only one with the password, which I highly actually recommend if you want to keep the apps, but you just want strict boundaries. Just find a friend and give them the passcode, and then you can never use them. You can block all the apps. But it was funny how even in doing that, because I still had my phone, I would still pick it up to scroll and there'd be nothing to do. And so like I told you that on the pod that one time, I had the Wikipedia app. So I'd scroll Wikipedia and then I had to delete Wikipedia because I was using it too much. And then I still would pick it up and I would want dopamine. So I would go to the Apple News app, which I'm not subscribed to. So all I could read was the headlines, and I would just reread the same 20 headlines over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Just to get this. So then I had to delete that. It's crazy, dude. It's nuts. So I just had to delete every fun app.
I found myself, I kept just going to my photo library and looking through my own pictures that I took.
Yes, that is another. You will squeeze blood from a stone if you have to, and so I think just turning your phone off and putting it in a drawer is like the only. It's like you have to treat it like the ring from Lord of the Rings. You just gotta give it somewhere else. You gotta share the load or something. It's not good, but good. I'm glad that you're not locked in. Exactly. Share the load.
Poor Sam. Love that guy.
Samwise Gamgee, what a guy.
I do have some gaming news to talk about today.
Ooh, I wonder if I can guess what it is. Is it like topical?
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of things.
Like contemporary?
There's just been a lot of things announced in the past.
So much. I know one thing announced that you're probably excited about.
What is that?
It starts with a G.
Guild Wars 3!
Guild Wars 3! I know. How fun is that?
Oh my goodness.
What's that, like 20 years?
It's a long time. I think Guild Wars 2 came out in 2012 or something like that.
Damn. 14 years.
So
we're going to do a pod in Guild Wars 3 on launch day, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be probably at least 2 years. Because they just announced...
Oh, I didn't see if there was a release date.
They announced that they're starting the beta at the end of next year.
Oh, okay. This is going to be a while.
It's going to be a long time. So, I mean, it's cool that it's happening. They got to stop doing that stuff. Yeah, they announced it really far out. I think you should be fined
if you should have to put out something within a year of announcing it, and if you don't, you should have to pay a fine or go to jail or something. Yeah, I will. I am.
Don't you have their number?
Text them. Not yet, but I'm gonna get it. Rest assured, I'm gonna get it.
You've met with the GTA like people by now, right?
No, they haven't. They're very like. They're like Nintendo, kind of. They just do their thing, put out their games, and that's it. They're not very, like, social.
Oh,
they don't care because
they
don't need to. They have, like...
Put out their games.
Nintendo at least is putting out games. But I'll get in touch with them. You mark my words. We'll figure it out. I'll go to their offices myself.
Speaking of... Nintendo always announces pretty close to when they release, don't they?
They're mostly good about that, and then every once in a while, they're like... the worst ever. Like with Metroid Prime 4, it was like ages and ages. But for the most part, they tend to like, and they've always kind of been like this. If they're announcing it at like, it's not E3 anymore, but whatever the June showcase is, it'll usually be out before the next June showcase.
Summer Games Fest,
that
right?
was like, yeah, I mean, that's a whole bunch of stuff. Summer Games Fest, Xbox, State of Play, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just all of them happening at once. But yeah, I've always liked that about Nintendo. They just kind of let their games speak for themselves for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
They put them out. They announce them when it's time to announce them. I don't like when people announce stuff like way in advance. I think that's annoying.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm sure ArenaNet has some reason to do that with Guild Wars. So I don't have much...
I mean, you can raise money and stuff. Like if you need money for development, you can use that to do fundraising. And like there are reasons to do it, but it's annoying.
Yeah, there are a lot of fans that want to know just because they're excited.
But then they just get to complain for 2 years because it's not out. Like, so why? Just put it out. I don't know.
The Guild Wars community is pretty cool from what I've seen. I mean...
I hope so.
I trust the company because Guild Wars 2 was such a huge overhaul of what Guild Wars 1 was or what any MMO was. but it was like all in good ways. Like there's little things you could complain about, but overall I remember thinking it was really awesome when it came out. And I liked all the changes that they made, even though it was a completely different game from the first one. So I'm hoping they do that again. I'm excited to see what they come up with. I like that it is coming out on console as well. Some people are worried about how that's going to change the combat, if it's going to be like simplified because of having to do it on a controller. But for idiots like me that love sitting on a controller and simple combat,
it's the best.
I think that sounds awesome.
The best. Who likes MMO combat? Nobody. It's not fun.
You gotta.
They can just make it.
Push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Crazy. What ridiculous. Who's got that kind of time?
Not me.
Not me. Did they announce anything about the game, or just they kind of said, "Hey, it's coming, and here's a logo"?
They showed a what would you call it? Like a trailer that was like a cutscene kind of like some of the environment and like a guy riding a mount. But so we have a vague idea of what the graphics are going to look like, and that it's happening, and that it's coming out on PC and PlayStation.
It's my other pet peeve. My other pet peeve is if you don't show gameplay footage, I don't count it as you announcing a game. I used to argue with people about this back when I was in the console wars, back in the day. You yell at people being like, my company's better than yours. If you don't show gameplay, it doesn't count. You don't get credit for that announcement. Okay, show me the game. I hate cinematic trailers.
It is,
I hate them.
I would agree that in general, I hate cinematic trailers. It is annoying when I'm trying to like find a game to play on Steam, and the first trailer that it shows on the Steam page is always just like some cinematic bullshit that doesn't show me what the actual game is like. Like I just want to see what the game is like. Or it'll be like 80% cinematic with like these little tiny clips of gameplay in between, and I'm like, how is this? This is not helping me make an informed decision. Yep. Especially because I don't even know anything about your game, let alone I'm not invested in these characters that you're showing me cinematics of. I have no idea what this is.
Yeah. I can see why for like a Guild Wars it could be fun, because there's already an established, like, people are just excited to see shit about Guild Wars.
Yeah.
So like, fine, I get it. But for me, I have to see how the game looks. If I don't see that, I can't. It at least has to be in-engine footage, Even if it's all cinematic, I gotta know how it's gonna.
Yeah.
The vibe of it.
Speaking of cinematic trailers, I just saw this for the first time the other day. Everybody go look up, like, just homework for the viewers. Go look up the Guild Wars 2 live action trailer. They made a live action trailer with actors for Guild Wars 2 that was like, apparently maybe the people that directed it or whatever marketing agency like had never done an ad for a video game and didn't know what the hell Guild Wars was. So it's like,
oh my God, that's incredible.
It's just a bunch of really surreal scenes of like real people in the real world. There's like a guy in a city, and then there's like a woman swimming underwater with some furniture.
I'm watching it right now. Yeah.
And then at the very end, they all like get transported to Guild Wars world, kind of, but it's very bizarre.
The live action trailers for video games were really big in like year 2008 to ever since, I don't know, like late Xbox 360, like Halo would always do a one that was really high budget, and people were putting real people in these trailers for some reason. But the problem with doing that is then when you do switch to the gameplay looks like shit, because it's like a video game
compared to the real world.
Yeah, you got to not do that. You got to just have it look like the game. But, oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's so true. So yeah, not much to say yet about Guild Wars 3. Also, though, well, I mean, you probably hate the Ocarina of Time trailer, don't you, based on everything you just said?
As far as I'm concerned, they didn't even release a trailer. Yeah, there was nothing. It wasn't anything. But they did say 2026, so at least we will probably see something of it sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But yes, it was useless to me. It means nothing.
It was one image of Link laying down, and then the fact that it's happening.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Nothing.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do with it. I will be buying it, even though it's just a remake. Because, I mean, I'm excited that it's a remake and not just a remaster of the same game. And I really enjoyed playing Ocarina of Time. I have just played the 3DS version. but I thought it was so fun.
That's a great version.
And so I'm excited to see what a modern remake would look like and like how much they're going to change it.
Yeah, I'd be really curious because you couldn't change much without it very quickly not feeling like Ocarina of Time anymore. Because like with Zelda games, what was cool, especially about the older ones, is the structure of those games was so integral to the experience of playing them. Like the feeling of growth you get from beginning to end, getting all the items, getting more powerful, but also you kind of go through this cycle in those games where it's like build up to a temple, dive into a temple, and you're like underground, and then you beat the boss, and then you come out and you sort of wander. And it does this nice cycle of those like this kind of like journeying to a new place, beating a temple, wandering around after that. And it's this really good tension and release kind of a thing. And you couldn't, like some people are like, oh, well, they make it open world. And it's like, you couldn't really do that without ruining that whole flow, which is fine if they ruin it. You know, I mean, if anything, that's more fun just to see if they do something new. But it's going to be really interesting because that game is very much an N64 game. And the 3DS version was very much an N64 game.
Is the original Ocarina of Time, would you not say that's open world? Just because there's like places that are locked off by items or whatever? Yeah,
it's like super duper linear. Not linear necessarily, but it does... Yeah. Like all of the areas are like little bowls or little valleys that you go into, and they're very locked off. You can't see one area from another. They're like little stages, little levels that are stitched together by loading screens. And you kind of, unless you're going to get into like glitching and stuff, you do it in the order that they want you to do it in. You don't have a lot of leeway when it comes to how you want to approach the game.
Sure.
But what that lets them do is make it this really, really satisfying journey where by the end of that game, you feel like you've come a long way. You were like a little kid. Now you're saving the world, and it's really effective because of that, which you don't have as much in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Those games are just like open and they don't have as much of a flow to them, I would say, which is not a bad thing necessarily.
Yeah, because I guess you have more choice in the order that you do stuff. But
right.
I think,
and it's just like fun always.
Because of the wandering in between, though, Ocarina of Time feels kind of open world, even though it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I could see what you're saying, which is like
an open world vibe when I was playing it, just because you can like go anywhere that you have unlocked already, like whenever you want.
And there is like a lot to do, like within each little area, they feel almost like little mini open worlds, like the towns. Yeah. And then there's like a lot of little quests that will take you from town to town. So I see what you're getting at. So I'm curious how they will tackle that, but we'll know soon.
Yeah, maybe I'll even freaking stream that one. Who knows?
Could be fun. I have been playing all of the 3D Zeldas this week for a video, so I'm very much in like a Zelda brain mood.
Okay.
Have you played all of them?
No. There's like a few that I need to play, so I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about doing Twilight Princess next because I've never played that one.
Twilight Princess is good. I mean, they're all good. There's not a bad...
What can you play that on? Besides
That's
emulating
a tough one.
Because
Wii U.
It was on Wii U. Like I don't have a Wii U.
A GameCube, Wii U are your choices. As far as like an HD version, Wii U is the only option. Or emulating, yeah.
Wait, is it on the Wii?
Yeah. It came out originally on GameCube and Wii simultaneously, or almost simultaneously.
Well, I have a Wii. I could do it on the Wii.
Yeah, it'll look like crap streaming it, but yeah.
Well, when have I cared about that?
Thank God, never. Thank God.
I still stream at 30 FPS exclusively.
Wow. Do you stream it? Are your videos 1080p?
Yeah, I have good resolution. I actually export a little bit higher than 1080p because it gets me a better bit rate on YouTube. That's like a hack, I guess.
Oh, but maybe I should do that. Everyone's always complaining that my videos look bad on TV because they're all just 1080p, like compressed.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still true. I think it is because my videos look pretty good, but it's like if you upload a little bit higher than 1080p, like I forget what I do, maybe 1440 or something.
Yeah.
Then YouTube puts you in like a better bitrate category, so even the 1080p version will look better. It'll be less compressed.
I'll have to look into that.
That was at least true at a time. I also need to
call myself. I got to call myself out because I just did the thing that I said I don't want to do, where I said everyone's complaining. It was one guy saying that he didn't like that they were in 1080p. Just want to be clear.
Yeah, that's the same thing I do. I'm like,
I know.
Everybody complains about my audio, my video, and I'm talking about We're talking about 3 guys.
It's a guy, 2 people, yeah. Yeah. Something like that.
But yeah, also excited about Alien Isolation 2. There's a lot of wonderful things happening in gaming right now.
It's good. It's always a good time to be a gamer. That's what I always say. There's never been, everyone always thinks there's good times and bad times. It's always a good time to be a gamer. You'll never run out of games to play.
There's always something cool if you look hard enough.
Always. Something. You don't even have to look that hard, you know? Like you've learned, just open up Steam. There's something. There will be something.
Exactly. There will be something.
It's a great time. I did start this week GTA San Andreas because I'm working my way through all of them still. And it is, people have always said, oh my God, you got to play San Andreas. And I was like, how good could it be? It might be goated. It might be the best one. The vibes in that game are crazy good.
Is that what is that? Is that like outside of the main canon?
No, they did. So they made Grand Theft Auto 3, and then the year after that, they released Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which was in Miami. And then like a year and a half later, they did Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which was Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Las Vegas all in one game. And these were all on PS2. So they just kind of did a run of them. They're all basically mainline games as far as people consider them.
Interesting.
As much as 4 and 5 are. But people always say San Andreas is like the best one. And I think I might agree. I'm really growing to love that series more than I thought I ever could. Because I kind of would poo-poo it before I really played them. And now I'm kind of like, I get it. They are kind of beautiful and amazing. So.
Yeah, it's definitely
shout
cool.
Out GTA San Andreas.
I mean, any game where you can just freely run around a city automatically gets a lot of points for that.
Yeah, and there's just something about how simple the gameplay is. Like, do you know how when you play a game and there's just like boring shit to do, but like that's kind of the most fun thing to do. Like the side missions where it's like in GTA, it's if you steal a cop car, you can just go, they'll just like call you on the radio and be like, go kill this guy. He's a criminal. And then you just go around and killing random criminals. Ooh. And it's just like something about driving around and doing that while the radio's on and the sun's setting. It's just like such a vibe. They're such fun playgrounds, and they're so silly. They're such silly games.
Something about a beautiful sunset with the windows down.
Some extrajudicial murder.
Shooting a guy.
Yeah, some cop murder. I guess you're not a cop. Technically, you're the criminal. But yeah, I love it. I'm really into it. So.
Was that just a situation where, because you're saying these like came out in very quick succession, so are they just like using the same engine and just making a new map basically? Exactly.
Yeah, so they're just scrambling and crunching super crazy style, 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6 style. And San Andreas is amazing because it is 3 cities, and each one, they're not small. It's like the first city, which is the Los Angeles one, is bigger than either of the 2 previous GTA games. So they basically made like 4 times sized game in a year and a half. And now we waited ages.
Isn't GTA, what's the newest one? 5?
6 will be coming out. 5 is the newest one that's out. Yes.
Isn't 5 also in LA?
It is, yeah. So they did, the first 3 GTA games were 3, I love it, we're just doing a GTA video essay thing. It was 3 Vice City and San Andreas, which were New York, Miami, and LA. And then GTA 4 was New York, GTA 5 was LA, and now GTA 6 is Miami. So they're just revisiting those in just much greater detail.
I see.
Because Vice City kind of feels like Miami, but like weird, creepy Miami. I don't know that San Andreas feels that much like LA to me yet. Whereas GTA 5 and 4, like they feel like LA and New York in so many ways. But yeah, I'm fucking with it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying Zelda. I'm just gamered up right now.
Yeah, I didn't realize that there were so many freaking GTAs. Do you have a favorite Zelda now that you're playing them all?
I like Majora's Mask a lot. I also really like Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, I still need to play that one.
But Majora's Mask is my favorite of the OGs. So if you haven't played that, I think you would get a kick out of it.
I need to do it.
It's very weird.
I got that one on 3DS as well, and I started it right after I finished Ocarina of Time, and I was so excited because I loved Ocarina of Time, and I was like excited for more. And then I immediately got stressed out by the day-night cycle and the fact that like there's like timed things happening on it, and I like I just fell off of it immediately because of that. But I need to just get over it.
If you struggle with that, it would be hard, but it does. It feels more stressful than it is, like those games always do.
Right.
And it does become really cool how they mapped out all 3 of those days, and every single character has a schedule, and it's the same schedule, and you can obviously go back in time and redo the days.
Yeah, it's an objectively cool idea. I think I had too much anxiety.
But a lot of people find it very stressful, which is totally reasonable.
Because it's like, if you miss doing something, it's like, shit, I got to do it next time.
Yep. And then you do it next time.
Yeah. What else are we talking about? It's a great time to be a gamer, like you said.
It truly is. It's always the best time to be a gamer.
I just had like some minor things to complain about.
I would love that. Let's do a complaint corner. I'll see if I can think of something. I can totally think of something actually. So you go ahead.
Okay, keep it in mind. I want to know from the viewers in the comments if this is also happening to you. Stores are just stopping selling shit that's like all my favorite shit that I've liked my whole life. The latest, I've complained about pizza rolls. I've complained about, this is not that they stopped selling it, but they changed the recipe of the Morningstar chicken nuggets. And actually, Noah even said the other day he doesn't even know if he sees them in the store anymore. Maybe that's how bad the recipe change is nobody wants that shit anymore. Right. I used to love the Morningstar veggie chicken nuggets. They changed the recipe. They're actually nasty to me now. They also changed the recipe on the freaking Annie's white cheddar shells, which is crazy because that's so many people's favorite food is the Annie's white cheddar shells. What did they change? They're actually gross now. They just replaced some of the real cheese that was in the powder with cornstarch. It's nasty.
Oh, that's a weird decision. That's like some Snowpiercer shit. Like, we're just going to put sawdust in your brownies.
Like weirdly tasteless and gooier now, and it's bad. It's not good. It's like...
Now, when you say they replace it with cornstarch, is that how do you know that?
Because it says it on the ingredients. I don't think it used to say cornstarch at all in the ingredients, and now it says that on there. And I found, I was pissed about it enough because I could tell that it tasted very different, that I looked it up, and there's a lot of outrage about it online. Especially because they're advertising it, or at least at the beginning when they changed the recipe, they were advertising it as now cheesier, which is the exact opposite of what they did.
Well, that sucks. Annie's mac and cheese is so good.
So that sucks. So I don't even buy Annie's anymore. And then the most recent thing that I've just noticed in the past, like just this summer maybe, or spring, nobody is selling canned iced teas anymore, like Peace Tea in Arizona.
What?
I don't know.
I feel like I see those all the time.
Okay, well, maybe it's just my region. And at first I thought this was just like a quirk of my corner store that's closest to my house that I go to. But then recently I even went to a 7-Eleven. They have no canned iced teas. I'm serious. Not even Arizona.
Huh. But they have the little bottle ones.
They have those that freaking... What are they called? Like the Pure Leaf or whatever, the plastic.
Yeah.
And they have the Snapple iced teas. Those are all gross. I want the big...
sucks.
I want a can of Arizona. Like, I already conceded to drinking Arizona because they stopped selling Peace Tea. And now they don't even sell Arizona anymore. I'm like, isn't that the most popular brand of iced tea? Nobody has it. I wonder...
Yeah. Do you think something happened? Or do you think people they just don't care?
I don't know. Maybe they're not profitable enough to the convenience stores anymore because they're so committed to staying at $1.
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't know.
That actually could be it. Because imagine, they sell them to the store for, they used to sell them to the store for, 30 cents a piece. And now they're, 70 cents a piece. Maybe the stores are like, 20 cents is not enough. Let's get some of that Snapple on the shelves.
Know. But it sucks for me because I love a big can of iced tea in the summer. You can probably
still buy them. Well, just order a big old pack of them online. Just Throw them in the fridge.
Yeah. I don't know. That's my complaint for the week is the world's going to shit. They don't even have Arizona
Part
anymore.
of the fun, truly, part of the fun of an Arizona is the walk to the corner store to get it, you know?
It is. That's the thing. Like, it's a hot
that's
day.
That's a big part of the...
And you're walking outside and you go in somewhere and ding ding of the bell of the door and you go grab a cold Arizona out of the fridge.
Yep. You got some fresh air.
And you give them $1 and you say, keep the penny.
And they cry.
And you walk out of there and you feel so refreshed with that first sip when you get back outside in the heat.
So good. Is it hot? You got it hot up there?
Not really. To be honest, it's heaven on earth. It's 72 degrees and sunny and no humidity. Not a cloud in the sky.
Oh my God. What are you talking about? That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Perfect weather.
I said it's heaven on earth.
You made it sound like it was hot. You know, like you were telling me all these stories about Arizona, and I kind of thought, no, I know you did, but like while you were talking about Arizona, never mind, doesn't matter. I was misled by my own brain. Yeah, there are hotter days, there are colder days. It's the way it goes.
But right now, it's freaking gorgeous.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
What else? I thought I had another complaint, but that's the only one that I'm seeing.
You made it sound like you had a few, and I was hoping for like a list.
No Arizonas. I was going to complain about Windows updates.
Oh my God, dude. The older I get, the more I just think Windows is so... Have we talked about how bad I think Windows is? I just hate it.
I'm a Windows person.
I think it's such...
I'm stuck.
But you admit it is a bad product at this point. Imprisoned. It is like a really bad...
I think there's pros and cons.
It's such... Of course there are pros and cons, but what I'm talking about is just the straight up user experience, like your moment to moment experience of using Windows. I can't stand it. It drives me crazy.
I'll agree with that by default because at this point, when I get a new Windows computer, I have a long list of settings that I immediately go change that make it way better. So like,
and it's just
by
ugly.
the time I've fucked with it enough, I like it. But it's like, you got to be on top of all the settings and like know how to make it good.
Yes. But I don't know. I'm anti-Windows. I'm going against it. Obviously, there's big pros to it. Like it can run all the things that you want to run.
Yeah, that's the main thing for me. But
yeah.
But yeah, my laptop just auto updated yesterday, and Windows is big on adding these features, these enhancement features that just like always cause bugs and make things weird. So I hate AI, but I'm not specifically talking about AI stuff. It's
the Copilot thing is horrible.
Yeah, I think I have all that stuff disabled. I don't even see any of that. But my laptop auto updated, and then I was recording something yesterday and realizing when I was monitoring my microphone and like the little bar that shows when it's making noise, usually there's like, if I'm just recording the raw audio from my microphone, there's like a base level of like room noise while I'm recording that then later I like do noise reduction and stuff and take out. And I was noticing that wasn't there. And I was like, are they doing some kind of auto noise reduction?
Ooh,
and I was looking
scary.
through all my OBS settings. I'm like, there's no filters on the mics in OBS. There's no setting. I haven't changed any settings on my microphone itself, like on the microphone receiver. I'm like looking through everything. And then I had a brain blast that I'm like, oh my God, my Windows updated. Did they do some bullshit? And I dig through like a couple pages of sound settings, and I find if you go to an audio device now, there's a setting that they've auto-enabled that's like vocal clarity.
God.
Vocal clarity on your microphone. And I'm like, anybody that records stuff, so this is at the OS level, which means it's before it's even getting to any of your recording programs. So anybody that records stuff, like any content creator or musician or whatever, is going to be so put off by this because you already have your own setup, and now Windows is automatically like, it honestly seemed like they were doing noise reduction and like a little bit of a compressor on the mic automatically. And I'm like,
that's
without even telling you.
That's extremely annoying.
Crazy.
Just stuff like that. the amount of days of my life, and this happens for all programs on all operating systems, right? Where like there's just some setting somewhere that somebody thought would be helpful, but it's like you have to chase it down, and there's no threads about it online, so you can't find it, and it's, oh my God, not good.
It's absurd. And it's like, and then the only reason I thought of that is because Windows also, I think mainly as of Windows 11, honestly, they keep adding all these features that are supposed to enhance your gaming experience. And it's just like, they're just trying to do some bullshit at the OS level to improve video game performance, but it almost always causes like bizarre bugs in your games that you cannot figure out what it is. And then you just have to go turn it off.
It is almost in some sense incredible that Windows functions as well as it does, given that they have no control. First of all, they have to be backwards compatible for like the last 30 years, which is crazy. So there's stuff, they still have to be able to run stuff that they were running, 20, 30 years ago. But it is like, they don't have any control over the hardware. It's not like they know what shit you're going to put in your computer, and it still has to function with all these drivers. And you could put this graphics card or that one, and they come out with a new one, and you put this power supply.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess like that Apple is always on Apple machines.
Right. And Windows, it's, 10 different companies making parts, and you just have to hope they all care enough about their part to build the software to, like, that's why you have to get drivers. And on Apple, you never need drivers because it's just the hardware is the hardware. But that's also why, obviously, you can customize and do so much more stuff on a Windows machine. But it's so many trade-offs. So it is kind of amazing that it functions as well as it does. Microsoft is doing their best to bloat it with a bunch of extra stuff you don't want, which sucks. But like you said, you turn all that off, you still do have a functioning computer, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, you just have to know how to turn everything off. It's crazy to me as a policy that they're trying to put so many enhancement features on devices that you have plugged in without telling you, that are like buried in settings. That's crazy. Like, they just simply should not be doing that. That's not their job. I don't understand why they would think that would make people like Windows more. It's absurd.
Well, it probably is more that, and well, you never want to be cynical, but like you have to wonder how much of it is, if you put these features in, you can say those features are there in like a shareholders meeting or in a whatever, and it looks like a lot of cool features to people who don't know anything about it, and which just makes it like look more appealing to sell.
For sure, yeah.
Like to enterprise customers where you want to sell 12,000 computers to some company, you have a cooler list of features that you can point to. So, not that that's necessarily what it is. Maybe it's more wholesome than that, but you could imagine that being part of it. I wonder if there'll be a world where Mac will be the primary computer ever, because it's still a pretty small chunk of the market compared to Windows.
No, I don't think so. I think there's so much infrastructure built on Windows at this point.
Yeah, like all government, everything, and schools, and
So I live with it. I'm stuck on Windows. There's simply no way I would ever transfer to Mac. I'm simply not doing that. So
you got both. Both is the way to go. I'm living the high life. I got the best of both worlds over here. Yeah, you make
I guess so.
Creative content on the Mac, gaming on the Windows. I don't know how you edit on a Windows. I really don't. I respect it so much. But every Windows editing program I truly can't stand.
DaVinci's pretty good.
But maybe that means I'm a baby. Maybe I'm just a baby.
DaVinci they have for Mac as well, I would imagine.
They're all for Mac, yeah, but it's like, just like the logic of them never made sense to me, because I got Apple pilled so early that I was so used to Apple's logic of how creative programs built. Final Cut. Like all my creative stuff is done with Apple's suite.
Yeah.
So like they have Pixelmator, which is their Photoshop, Final Cut, Logic for music. And I'm just so used to their
Apple boy through and through.
Language, yeah. Through and through. Apple stan. I'm a Tim stan. Tim Cook stan.
Didn't I see something about he's leaving?
He is, yeah. They got the new guy.
Who's the new guy? Does he also have a standard outfit that he wears? Because that's required, I think.
I don't know if he does. Tim Cook had a standard haircut. Did he have a standard outfit? I don't know. He's a gay icon for sure.
I thought he did.
Oh yeah, he totally does look almost the same in every single picture. Yeah. What a happy guy.
John Turnus is the new guy.
John Turnus.
He's a little bit younger.
He looks a little bit younger. He looks like a Calvin Klein model, kind of. Well, good for him. I hope he does a great job. If he ruins my favorite computers, I'm going to be pissed.
There's okay, I'm just hallucinating because this is just not true. But in one of these thumbnail pictures of him, I thought he looked like Mark Zuckerberg. And then I zoomed in and I was like, he literally doesn't at all.
Did you see, don't they have a new Mark Zuckerberg movie coming out? And it's the guy from Succession playing him, and he doesn't look anything like him.
Now I gotta look this up.
Mark Zuckerberg, it's like a sequel to The Social Network. The Social Reckoning, I think it's called.
What?
And it's about like the 2021 Facebook leaks. Yeah, here we go. It's about like how Facebook knew that they were destroying the world and they didn't give a fuck. There he is. I love this picture because it just does not look like Mark Zuckerberg to me.
Wait, are you sending me?
Yeah, in the Discord.
No, he doesn't look anything like him.
Looks like Jeremy Strong in a funny wig.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I really liked The Social Network when it came out.
It's a great movie. I was
enthralled by it.
I like movies like that, like people talking, you know?
Yeah.
What's your favorite people talking movie? 12 Angry Men.
I don't, much like you don't remember anything about your life, I don't remember any movie I've ever seen, so.
That's awesome, because then you can just watch them over and over again.
Pretty much.
That's incredible.
I do tend to watch things that I like over and over again and like notice new things every time. I enjoy that.
Have you played Phoenix Wright?
No.
I think you fuck with Phoenix Wright. No?
I can't never mind. I'm wrong. I can't do a visual novel. I can't do a bunch of text in a game.
I can't either, though. Well, it is a bunch of text.
I like reading, so before everybody calls me ignorant,
I thought you liked.
I like reading on my Kindle, but I don't like reading on a video game screen for hours.
That's just one of your prejudices.
Because I don't like reading on a screen for hours in general. It hurts my eyes.
Yeah, well, I thought you were. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought you liked like a point-and-click adventure kind of thing.
Yeah, but not with a bunch of text in it.
But imagine if that text was in a courtroom and you were trying to cross-examine the witness by their text. A little courtroom drama?
Maybe.
Could be fun.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right.
Maybe someday. Genshin has a lot of text. And somebody's going to mention that because they're going to be like, Genshin is like a visual novel sometimes. But I endure it. Because I love the game and I'm actually interested in the lore, I endure it, is what I'll say about that.
But you won't like it. It's not giving you... It's not enhancing.
I like the story, and so I like when... Like, all the main story is voice acted, so that's better because I can actually listen to it. And then there's some, like... They don't voice act, like, every quest in the world, so you have to read a lot of it. And I endure it because I do find the stories interesting enough. But it's just physically uncomfortable for me to read that much in a video game.
There's a lot of reading. You end up skipping a lot of it.
And then especially if you talk about, like, people want me to stream games like that sometimes. And I'm like, you don't understand how exhausting it is to stream a visual novel for 3 hours and be reading out loud that whole time.
Horrible. Really bad. And how could that be fun to watch to me, you know? But some people love it.
I get it. I mean, it's like somebody reading you a story. But for the streamer, it's like
that.
And I don't know why it feels so much more exhausting to my voice when I play a game that I have to read a lot of stuff out loud in than if I'm just streaming normally. Because obviously when I'm streaming anything, I'm talking the whole time. But there's something about reading that whole time that is
I think it's
much
probably
because
the reading is like it sucks and it's not cool or funny, but everything you say is perfect and funny and cool. So it is more entertaining for you, you know? I think that's probably what it is. I don't know if you ever thought about that, but that's the impression I got.
Damn. You're so right.
Nailed it.
Oh my God, we've been going for so long already.
I was wondering, because you know you're normally pretty on top of it, being like, time's up, gang.
The time just disappeared. I wrote down like 6 viewer emails.
Oh, come on, let's do one. Let's do one. I'll give Ethan a couple bucks. All right.
I gotta pick.
At the end of the year, I'll add up every minute that we go over. I'll give you an extra $1 at the end of the year. I'll add up all the minutes.
Oh, $1, huh?
Well, we go over a lot, don't we? Wouldn't that be like $15 an episode?
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, this was probably the most entertaining one, but we'll have to just rapid fire it because we're at the end, so we can't spend too much time.
Maybe we could say it and answer it at the start of next week.
Okay, sure. Actually.
All right.
I'm just gonna read out the email because there's some context. This is an email from.
We should
Brennan.
do that every episode. That's such a good
It's a cliffhanger.
Perfect.
Because this is a big ethical question that I can see us having a lot to say about, but we're just it's a yes or no question, and then we're gonna leave it. They say in the sequel to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, called The Restaurant at the End of the Universe, there's a creature that has full sentience and language capabilities, and also a strong conscious desire to be eaten. As to vegetarians, what are your perspectives on this? Would you eat an animal that is enthusiastically consenting to be eaten? You can only say yes or no right now. We got to discuss it next time.
No.
I'm also a no.
Wow. There you go. I'm curious to hear why, but not for a week.
All right.
Look at this.
Ole, or whatever they say at the. Do they say that at the soccer games?
Ole. Go. Would you say Netherlands? Let's go Netherlands.
Let's go Netherlands.
We believe in you. Let's see if they have a game today. They will be playing. Oh, geez. Where are they? Colombia, South Canada, Scotland, Morocco. The Netherlands will be playing Sweden next Saturday. So good luck to them. Oh, they'll be playing. I'm sorry. Bad news. They're playing Japan